that makes it a 5 day because 1 plus 4 equals 5, and 5 is the number of changes. And on Thursdays, we do the money messages, the abundance messages, the Jupiter messages, because Thursdays are ruled by Jupiter. So we're going to go straight in and see what message needs to come out for the collective today. I pray that these messages find who it's supposed to find, and everybody who comes into the live this morning or whenever you find this video are aligned souls on a mission to manifest abundance, peace, and prosperity. All negative energy will be transmuted into the highest good for the collective. Ashe. That being said, let's start today and see what comes out for the collective, starting with the wisdom of the Oracle deck. To be fair, here and now, this is the energy of staying present, regardless of what things look like, regardless of how things may seem. This is a moment. Mhm, right before that beautiful new moon in Taurus that we're going to have in 2 days on May 16th, right? To take stock of what was and what it is that you're manifesting, right? We're getting another message of being super duper clear about the things we're calling into our life, whether it's abundance or something else, right? And making sure our energies are aligned with those things. That being said, what messages do you have for, ooh, the collective? We'll leave that just like that for now, right? For now, as we pull the other cards, right? Because whatever messages are right there, yeah, Spirit really has something to say, right? There are things being hidden, right? And we talked about this when we first mentioned that I am doing the road opener for the collective. If you've been experiencing blocks, if your money has been looking funny, if every time something comes into your hands, it slips through your fingers, there's something else at play. These things are not happening because you're not putting in the work. These things aren't happening because you're not putting in the effort. There's something else going on in the background. Some of you need a blockbuster. Some of you need a road opener. Some of you need a cleansing head to toe, inside and out. Some of you need all three. All of you are being asked, the collective is being asked to really use this energy of the new moon in Taurus to remove all blocks to your financial stability and your peace, right? Really make those intentions known about the things that you are wanting when it comes to your finance, your abundance, your peace of mind, your stability. We're just getting underway with the collective message. All right, we're just starting for this morning. Let me know where you're from and how you're doing. After we pull the collective message, we will be pulling messages for each zodiac sign, as well as your affirmation today that aligns you with that abundance, that aligns you with that wish fulfillment, that aligns you with standing in the truth of who you are. Be sure to like the live. Holy Spirit, thank you. What other messages do you have for? And this will just take the top from here. The collective. And then last but not least, my favorite deck, right? The Kipper deck. What else does the collective need to know on this Thursday when it comes to love, life, their finances, anything else? Thank you. Okay. What else does the collective need to know? Feel free to put any comments, any thoughts you're feeling in the chat. And then once I'm done with the channeling, I will get to your comments. That being said, right, when cards fly out like this, right, Spirit has something they want to say. It is truth be told by the book and all that glitters. This is your cosmic reminder for some of you, confirmation that all that glitters isn't gold, and all that's gold doesn't necessarily glitter. Any opportunities that come your way to turn that dream into your reality, it's not going to be easy, but it's going to be worth it. Make sure you're not walking away from the very thing, the very people that can be helpful to your journey, whether you're manifesting abundance, love, or anything else that brings you wish fulfillment. You are being sent a caravan of cosmic divine partners to assist you manifest your dreams into your reality, but you got to be honest with yourself, with the universe, with the Most High about the things you want. Be unapologetic about your truth. There's no more, Some of you, your money has been looking funny because you are wearing a mask. The world, the universe, God can't give you the abundance that you're seeking for, hoping for, wishing for if you're pretending. Whatever made you feel like you had to wear this mask in the world, whatever made you feel, or whoever made you feel like you had to show up a certain way, it's time to ditch that narrative. It's time to rewrite your story. That happily ever after that you're seeking, that peace that you're seeking, that wish fulfillment that you're seeking requires you to show up in a real way. No more pretending, no more denying, no more trying to fit in, and definitely no more dimming your light to make other people comfortable. If you are truly ready to receive all the good things that the universe, that the Most High has for you, you have to start showing up authentically. You have to do the changes, right? Because today is the 14th, and 1 and 4 is 5, and 5 is the number of changes. Make the changes that you know you need to make and make them before Saturday gets here, before that new moon gets here, so you can use that moment to declare and decree that this is who you are and this is what you want unapologetically. Next, we have chop wood, right? Which always reminds us to make space for the things that we are calling in, the things that we are asking for, hoping for, praying for. And with this new moon, it really feels like it's coming. You may not see it, but it's something about the Taurus full moon and bringing stability, not just when it comes to your paycheck or your bank account, but bringing stability on every single level for those of you who are ready for it. There's been a delay in judgment, there's been a delay in your new season starting, but it feels like, with both of these coming out in reverse, with chop wood to prepare to get ready. For some of you, what you thought was impossible is about to become very, very possible as you attain that wish fulfillment with this Nine of Cups, right? Which literally says wishes granted. When we see this in traditional tarot, we see that happy figure sitting down with all these cups surrounding them, all these blessings. You're going to come into a season where everything serendipitously works out for you if you let it, if you show up authentically, if you stand unapologetically firm in your truth. Whatever it is that you've been wanting for, hoping for, wishing for is not impossible. You'll always hear me say, don't worry about what's going on in the news. Don't worry about what happened in the past. Don't worry about how life showed up for your friends, your family, whoever. We are in an age where we know that our word is our wand. We can manifest anything that we want just by saying we want XYZ, but you got to say it unapologetically. Some of you have been putting in the work with this toil and labor, and you will, as we heard yesterday, will be receiving the fruits of your labor very soon. The more you are free with expressing yourself, the more the universe is free to release all the blessings and miracles that you've been praying for and asking for, right? Whatever fell apart with this Tower card is making way for that wish fulfillment. It's making way for that peace. Keep doing what you've been doing and really stand in the full knowingness that everything every single thing is going to be all right, and every single thing is going to work out for you. Let me try to keep these the way they came out, right? Eight of Swords. Eight of Swords is that illusion of being trapped, right? Going through betrayal, having things fall apart. But again, everything had to fall apart for you to receive that answered prayer. They want to get you in your Emperor or your Empress energy, right? Because that gift, that stability, that balance is coming in. You have to allow it. You have to get ready for it because it's coming. Let's see what messages come out for the zodiac signs. Now, these messages can be for your sun, moon, and or rising. With everything, take what resonates. Today is Thursday. It's a good day to do your money workings. It's a good day to do your money prayers. It's a good day to tap into that Jupiter energy, especially if you are a Jupiter ruled sign, right? Or have it in prominent places in your natal chart, like your second house, right? Your eighth house. Um, your fifth house, right? The different places where it could show up to help usher in those changes you're seeking, to help usher in those blessings and things that you've been asking for, praying for, hoping for. Do not forget to like the live, and definitely as you come in, let me know where you're from and how you're doing on this beautiful Thursday morning. Ay, ay, ay. This deck is so hard to shuffle. But we're gonna get a message for each zodiac sign, sun, moon, and or rising to see what you need to know on this day or whenever this video finds you, right? Because some of you will be watching this on the replay. So let's start off with, actually, before we start there, let's shuffle the affirmation deck so you know your affirmation for today. Thank you for spending this part of your day with me, Spirit, and the Soul Tribe. All right, starting with Aries, Sun, Moon, and or Rising. Your message today is Uranus, change, innovation, rebellion. Uranus is in Gemini, and we heard over and over and again that this will bring sudden ends, sudden shifts, especially to relationships, not just one on one romantic relationships, but our relationship with money, our relationship with our coworkers, our relationship with the world is going to be a sudden and in some instances a drastic change. Uranus doesn't care about your feelings. It cares about manifesting your dreams into your reality through the path of least resistance. And it usually shows up as an abrupt tower moment. Whatever has been falling apart, whatever you've been called to release, release it, dear Aries, because that might be the very things that's standing between your peace and your wish fulfillment, and especially your money, right? When we're around people that really don't have our highest good in mind, that will definitely dry up our resources. Your affirmation for today, dearest Aries: I am the blueprint for success. And don't you forget it. Taurus, sun, moon, and or rising with the hangman. This is a state of surrender, sacrifice, and pause. Some of you have been put in herb mode. Hmm. Hermit mode, and you're feeling some kind of way. You're feeling like the universe has kind of forgotten about you, or that you've been locked away in the tower to be forgotten. You're not. This pause that you're going through, this moment, is just that, a moment before they can release the blessings, the miracles, the answered prayers. You had to, I'm hearing, be sat down. You had to go through this moment of being in the cave, and you are reminded, right? Before the crown, there's the cave, right? We talk about this during crucifixion, Easter season, right? Between being crucified and getting the crown, there was the cave. Taurus, it feels like you're very much in your cave moment. Hang in there because with the new moon in your sign, things are about to pop off in a major way. You're going to have a night and day transition where everything just automatically fall into place. Your affirmation for today is my existence pays for itself. Gemini, sun, moon, and or rising. Mm. Gemini, Gemini, Gemini. For you to get Jupiter on Jupiter's day, I would definitely take a moment today to do some workings towards your abundance, right? Even if it's a simple prayer, right? Even if you're just reciting Psalm 23 every hour, right? Doing something to honor this moment because you're getting the cosmic heads up that your prayers are being heard. Just be clear about the things you want by the time your birthday rolls around, right? And this is why you're getting this message now. It's going to start a season. This solar return that you're about to experience is going to start a season of growth and expansion. All those abundance prayers that you've been putting out there since the beginning of the new year, don't be surprised if they manifest all at once. Gemini, your affirmation for today is every penny I spend is returned to me tenfold. Cancer, sun, moon, and or rising in the Empress energy, peace and empathy, right? Venus, goddess energy. Being reminded that while there are many queens in the tarot deck, there's only one empress, just as there's many kings, right? There's only one emperor. Dearest Cancer, there's only one of you. Claim that energy, right? Walk into that energy. Claim your sovereignty unapologetically. Once you stand in your truth, you will find that the whole universe yields to you. You will find that it's easy for you to manifest not just money, but anything your heart desires. Cancer, your affirmation for today is I am the example of getting everyone and everything that I want. Leo, sun, moon, and or rising with soul family. Going back to what came out in the collective message about that caravan of destiny helpers being sent your way if you are a Leo. Be on the lookout for people that are coming specifically to help you along your journey. Some of that help may not come as expected, but everything is bringing you to your happily ever after, right? To help you grow and to help support you on your journey. Your affirmation for today is doors for success open for me before I even ask. Now, that's a good one to sit with, right? Especially if you have Gemini placements, Leo. Virgo, sun, moon, and or rising with the crown chakra, spiritual connection. Now, earlier in the week, Virgo, you were in your head. You were overthinking, overprocessing, just doing the most in your mind, right? Now is the moment to cleanse your mind, to fully surrender and open up that third eye, to let the messages come through. Some of you, as you are on a spiritual journey, need to remember that when you're on a spiritual journey, whether you're a masculine energy or a feminine energy, you just can't be with everywhere with everybody. You just can't walk outside all willy-nilly. Make sure you're doing your protection rituals, your protection prayers, and keeping that crown covered one way or another. Virgo, your affirmation for today is wealth is my birthright, which is perfect for Jupiter Day, right? Go through the day claiming this and watch how quickly things shift for you. Libra, sun, moon, and or rising with the flower of life. The cycle of creation is said to symbolize the fundamental forms of space and time. All possibilities are at your disposal. Libra, what is it that you want, right? You were asked this yesterday, I believe. They want you to be clear, super duper clear, knowing that the possibilities are endless. Sky is not the limit. Anything you want in this time, dearest Libra, just ask for it and do not be surprised when it manifests for you. As I pull your affirmation to see that it says, I live the life of my dreams because it's written in the stars for me. Oh, what a beautiful world it would be, the peace folks would have, right? And this is why Spirit wanted to specifically say, hello, future millionaire, right? When you know that it's your destiny, you move a little different. When you know you are the Most High's favorite, you move a little different. Don't forget your title, right? Especially if you have Cancer placements, Libra. Don't forget who you are and walk in the fullness. The world will adjust because, of course, it's written in the stars for you to be successful, to have that wish fulfillment, to have that peace on every single level. Scorpio, sun, moon, and or rising with the Japanese proverb. If you feel like you're losing everything, remember trees lose their leaves every year, yet they still stand tall and wait for better days to come. Dearest Scorpio, better days are on its way. Better days are coming. Whatever loss, going back to the energy that we had in the collective reading, whatever loss was preparing you to receive that wish fulfillment. Your affirmation for today is everything I desire desires me more. Sagittarius, sun, moon, and or rising. External influences, right? Third parties, karmics, people who are standing in between you and your happily ever after, right? Not paying attention to the signs and synchronicities and doing what you're supposed to be doing. A lot of outside noise has been preventing you from manifesting that peace, has been standing in between you manifesting that abundance, right? It would be a good time to do the road opener, whether you do it with me this upcoming Monday or you do it on your own, right? Some of you also need to do a blockbuster or breaks all before you do the road opener to get rid of all the external influences that have been trying to stop you from manifesting your happily ever after, right? Especially if you also have Gemini placement. Your affirmation for today is the universe bends to my desires. Nothing is out of reach for me. Capricorn, sun, moon, and or rising with Psalm 91. 1,000 may fall at your side and 10,000 at your right hand, but it shall not come near you. Let the people play, right? You know, because you've been doing your bippity boppity boo. You've been dabbling with this and dabbling with that. You've gotten readings, you've gotten confirmation of the specific people who have been trying to knock you off your throne. You don't have to do anything. They will be dealt with accordingly. And that abundance that you have been praying for, you know how it says, the Bible says, something about making up for the years the locusts have eaten? Yeah, you're about to receive all the good things that you have coming to you just by existing because your affirmation is exist. I receive just by existing. Aquarius, sun, moon, and or rising with the Hierophant. And I feel like Aquarius, you either got this message earlier in the week or you got this message last week. Really tuning in to your intuition, establishing or reestablishing or fortifying your connection with the Most High so you can receive those downloads and do what you need to do. Move that you in the way that you need to do. Move in a way that is true to you and will help you manifest that peace and abundance that manifests your heart desires. Aquarius, your affirmation for today is everyone I desire desires me more. This is the energy um of having a thought manifest into your reality because your destiny helpers are going to show up and they are going to show out. Let them. See, the problem is Aquarius, and this is why you might be going back in your head, is because you doubt that things are getting as good as they are. You doubt the visions, you doubt the confirmations. Stop doubting and trust the process. Trust that you deserve every single good thing that's about to happen for you. Last but not least, Pisces with the Saturn energy, right? Structure, karma, right? Discipline, hard work through learned lessons. Now it feels like you've gone through a period, dearest Pisces, of a lot of hard lessons and things not working out the way that you hoped they would, or they like half-assing it. You have gone through a season of betrayal because that's been coming up in the messages. That's been coming up in the readings. You have learned that instead of pouring into you, a lot of the people that you call friends and family have been secretly siphoning your energy, siphoning your resources. That was all a part of the cosmic plan that had to be revealed to you so you know who's who and what's what. So when they give you that next journey, when you start that next journey, you will only take with you the people that can assist you along your journey and not the ones who are coming just to benefit from your good luck. Your affirmation for today, dearest Pisces, is oh, you've got two. Hmm, look at that. The person of my dreams is already dreaming of me, and my life is a series of lucky breaks and divine timing. They're saying, look at the bottom of the deck. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Wheel of Fortune with that Ace of Spades. A cycle has concluded, dearest Pisces. Let it end, mourn it, grieve it, and then prepare for the beautiful changes, right? The lucky breaks, the good fortune that's coming. You already went through the fall. Now prepare to rise. That is the message for the collective. Let's see what you guys are chit chatting about in the live before we wrap things up. If you would like a personal reading, that information to get a reading with me, to get a session with me, is in my description box. We only have a few spaces left for the road opener that I'm doing on Monday. So you might want to sign up today before, as I lose my voice. Before all the spots are taking, I can only hold space for 21 people because this is going to be intense, right? With the road opener, we're going to first have a brief phone call, a phone session to see what your specific money block is and how to get past it. You will be given a prescription, tips and tricks for your own personal situation to open up your roads and help you usher in that abundance that's been waiting for you, that's been in the vortex, right? As Abraham Hicks and them like to say, right? And then on Monday, the day of the road opener, I will be petitioning my saints and my Loi to help you manifest that abundance, that peace, that whatever you've been asking for, praying for, as long as it's not a harm to yourself or others. So if you're interested in that, that information is in the you know where. I don't know, Momo, but I'm here, right? And yeah, I'm unstoppable. The way my voice just seized up. Well, hi, Steph, especially if you are a Gemini, right? Or Taurus, because those two seem to be the darlings of the universe right now. We can make any day a lucky day. Oh, there's a lot of oh, I see what happened. I see what happened. A lot of trolls, as they call it, because a lot of people feel that tarot reading and mysticism and fortune telling is a scam, right? I don't do fortune telling and I traditionally don't do tarot reading. I'm a mystic, so I can use tarot cards. I'm a mystic, so I do get divine channelings. When we get back to trusting our intuition, having that connection with the Most High, we will be able to tell the charlatans from the real mystics, right? There were mystics in the Bibles, there were mystics in the Torah, there were mystics in the Quran. Mysticism has been with the earth as long as the earth has been in rotation. And a lot of people fear that power. They fear what they can be if they stepped into their own mystic abilities, if their own spiritual growth and abilities, if their own connection with Source, the Most High. A lot of negative Normans and negative Nancys who don't believe in a supreme force and who don't believe in manifesting and changing one's luck. And I get it. But don't try to ruin it for everybody that does. It's still hard for me to believe in 2026 there's people that don't believe that there's a higher power, a higher source. Like I get it. You're an atheist, you don't believe, you're a non-believer. Cool. But you wake up every morning and you can see the changes, the trees, the animals, the planets, the stars, the quasars, all these beautiful things that exist outside of us and not realize that there's a higher power governing us, and that some of us, right, like Matthew and Jesus, have a closer connection than others. I encourage everybody on a spiritual journey to really do the deep work, the deep dive, to go in deep. We love using the cards, we love using the affirmations, but at the end of the day, you guys that have been with me since the beginning, right, know that we don't need them. When your heart is pure, your third eye open, your crown is clear, the messages come. Some of you are that generational curse breaker that has to have a strong connection to your ancestors, your guides, in order to heal the family bloodline. But you out here being scared because you want to be a muggle. That's fine. They'll get somebody else to do it. That being said, right? That being said, back to our regularly scheduled program. We are truly coming into a season where the people who have been doing the work are about to really, really be at peace, mind, body, and soul. Hey, J Max, crazy indeed, right? Because it's Thursday and we love a Thursday. It makes no sense to make announcements when you can go where exactly, right? It's a free world. But, whatever. But that needed to be said. The energy needed to be put out there for the channel, for the vibes. Because YouTube has always been like weird to me, right? Very, very weird to me, very daunting. But I like the sunrise sessions. I like the vibe of channeling first thing in the morning, right? Just after the sun has risen, getting those messages out to the collective. Because so far, and I think we've been doing this for about a week now, so far, a lot of people have been getting really solid messages and getting the support they need to continue on their journey. A lot of people are coming in. Some people, I can't even say a lot of people with those, oh, does he love me? Will I get married? This is a space where we've transcended the basic. We are a collection of spiritual folk that are doing bigger and better things and know that if so and so isn't calling, either we're going to manifest a call from so and so or we're going to manifest someone that we don't have to worry about why they're not calling. And it feels like regardless of all the information that we've had over the past for years. Like there's so many good mystics and spiritual folks out here that have been spreading the good word. And as much as the good word is out there about one's own ability to change one's own situation, so much of the collective is still in the energy of this is what it is, this is what it was, and this is what it always will be. Mm-mm. We're not here for that. These sunrise sessions, me as a mystic showing up for the collective. Mm-mm. We're here. We're here for our 40 acres and a mule, and then some. If you're if you're content with your shack, cool. But nah, we have a history. We come with a track record. We come with a list of receipts of all the things we manifested over the past 4 years, over the past 10 years, because over the past 20 years, right? Because we are just, we're just that good, right? When you are a believer, and you have that unshakable belief. And this is why Spirit keeps telling the collective, both on TikTok and on YouTube, you gotta show up unapologetically in your authentic self, regardless if people are calling you goofy or weird or whatever negative term they want to throw on you, that's their business. And oftentimes, the very people that are throwing negative terms, giving you negative labels, you were sent specifically to help them tune into their light. Oh, well, in 2026, in the beginning of this new cycle, right? Because it's a 1 year, we're not carrying any heavy baggage of negativity. We are only aligning with the light and all the good things, which is not to say the darkness won't come because it will. It's not to say the clouds won't come because they will. But most of the time, when you play this game right, because after all, it is a game, you will find that your days, most of your days will be filled with sunshine, rainbows, unicorns, and pixie dust. Then there are days that are filled with clouds. Practice gratitude. Live in your I am. Live in your sovereignty. Live in knowing that it is written in the stars for you to have whatever it is that you've been wishing for. And whatever it is that you've been wishing for is not too big. We got the word last week that a lot of you who think that your wishes are too big, your wishes and your dreams are actually too small with what the Most High, the universe, wants to provide for you, what the Most High wants to give to you. Use this upcoming new moon in Taurus to really go for the impossible. What you think is impossible, write it down in blue ink or pencil, right? And say, I am manifesting just for shits and giggles. Just go, I am manifesting, and think of the craziest, most impossible thing that you can possibly think of. And then tuck it away somewhere so that you'll stumble upon it at the end of the year. And do not be surprised when that impossible thing all of a sudden becomes very possible in a beautiful way. Nothing is impossible because you are possible. Okay? Okay. Thank you for spending this part of your morning, your day, whenever this video finds you on the replay with me. Again, if you need a session, that information is in the description box. I trust Thursday, our cha-ching day, right? We are doing our money workings. Those of you who started working with the planetary hours, keep doing what you were doing every time Jupiter hour pops up today, right? Those of you who are ruled by Jupiter, right? Sag, right? And others that have strong Jupiter placements. Tap into the energy. Really use the days that, okay, Thursdays are ruled by Jupiter. I'm going to tap into the energy of luck, abundance, expansion. Fridays are ruled by Venus. I'm going to start tapping into the energy of all things Venusian, love, beauty, right? Pampering oneself, doing that radical self care. Saturdays, I'm going to tap into the energy of Saturn, being really strict, being really determined with my manifestations, right? Sundays ruled by the sun, setting those bright intentions for my week and not letting the Monday scaries get the best of me. Some of you in the corporate world, especially, don't let the Monday scaries get the best of you because that puts you in a low vibrational energy on a high vibrational day. Cut it out. That being said, enjoy the rest of your day. I love you all. Stay blessed.